Good evening, everyone. My name is Steve Woolhout. I'm the principal of South Dearborn High School. I welcome each of you here to acknowledge the achievements of the class of 2023. As we begin this evening's proceedings, our school community wishes to recognize those members of the class of 2023 who have enlisted in the United States Armed Forces. We would also like to acknowledge all active duty and military veterans with us today. If all of those would please stand. Thank you for your service. Now let us all rise, remove all hats, as we honor America, as the South Dearborn High School Marching Band plays the Star-Spangled Banner. Class of 2023, you may be seated. I now welcome to the stage the president of the senior class, Jacob Doherty.
Good evening, and welcome to the South Dearborn 2023 graduation ceremony. As class president, I would like to congratulate all the graduates here tonight and say a thank you to all those that helped get us to this moment. Whether it was a parent, grandparent, brother, sister, or anyone else, there is someone that we can all think of that went above and beyond to help us. I was fortunate enough to have several people like this, including my mom, dad, and grandpa. So thank you guys for everything. Our high school years were some of the best times of our lives, and for that, I would like to recognize our teachers, coaches, and each other. Our teachers and coaches have guided us and helped us shape us into the people we are today. We don't realize all that they do for us. We have learned a lot in the last 4 years, and it may not have always been easy, but they were always there to help us along the way. Because of this, we will remember most of our teachers and coaches for the rest of our lives. As for each other, we've been there for one another through good and bad times, winning and losing, and sometimes just to help each other get through the day. It seems like just yesterday, we were all gathered in the auditorium for freshman orientation, excited to start a new chapter of our lives. And here we are, just 4 very short years later, getting ready to start another. Although high school flew by, we made the most of every opportunity we were given, even when we had to wear masks, social distance, quarantine, learn remotely, and every other new way of life that evolved due to COVID. Even though we will never return to South Dearborn High School as a student, we will always have fond memories, whether it was going to prom, sporting events, or the friendships we made along the way. Graduation is an exciting time in our lives, but can also be somewhat stressful and sad. As we celebrate our achievements, we will also be saying goodbye to some of the friends we have known all our lives or that we have made recently in the last 4 years. Although it is not a forever goodbye, it will be hard to see each other go our separate ways. Personally, the best part of my high school experience was all the friendships that I have made. Without these friends that I've made in the past 4 years, I would not be where I am today. Coming from a class of 10 students at St. Mary's School to a class of roughly 140 students was a big jump, but I wouldn't change it for anything. Now, as for our futures, the opportunities are endless. We've been given the tools to be anything we want to be. We will each have a lot of new adventures, meet a lot of new people, and make new friends, choose our career paths, and eventually start our own families. In the end, whether we decide to move far away or stay close to home, we will always have somewhere to come back and reunite with old friends and reminisce about our time here at the home of the Knights, South Dearborn High School. To conclude, I would like to quote a couple people. Overall, high school was pretty good, but to quote my grandpa, I would say it was pretty good. And as for Miss Gerber always says, have a good day in the neighborhood. Fellow classmates, good luck and make the most of everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. A special thank you goes out today to those who made all of this possible. The Maintenance Department, Mr. Mark Morris, the custodial staff, Mr. Ryan Walston, our athletic director, the Guidance Department led by Mrs. Sherry Weberding, Assistant Principal Kurt Bornträger, and all those who had a hand in preparing for this first ever South Dearborn commencement on Backman Field. Thank you also to the two highest ranking members of the junior class, Adam Kunkel and Kennedy Emmert, who are assisting us here today. I would also like to introduce those who are seated behind me at this time. Mr. Eric Lowe's, Superintendent, Mr. Steve Hamlet, School Board President, Mr. Scott Willoughby, School Board Vice President, Mrs. Kelly Gentrup Pettit, School Board Secretary, Mrs. Amber Probst, Mr. Darrell Cutter, Mr. Chris Doherty, and Mr. Jeff Lane, School Board members. These individuals represent the South Dearborn community at large and all the employees of the South Dearborn Community School Corporation whose generosity, hard work, and diligence help to make your education possible. This community has invested in you and charged these individuals with shepherding the resources to do so. Let us thank them for their efforts. The South Dearborn community has shown itself generous and supportive of its students in many ways. Another way in which the community has supported the schools is the South Dearborn Dollars for Scholars program, which just last evening gave over $66,000 of scholarships to members of the class of 2023 to further their education. The legacies being built through this program and the generosity of so many will endure for generations to come. We thank all of these generous community members. To the parents and families of the graduates, thank you for making your children's education a priority and working with them, advocating on their behalf, encouraging them, and cajoling them when necessary to get to the finish line. To the teachers in kindergarten through grade 8, thank you. Although we confer a high school diploma here tonight, your role in shaping these students is as instrumental as any along their path. Thank you also to the high school teachers who are here tonight. Thank you for demonstrating your support by your presence here. To the class of 2023, congratulations. At times, it probably felt like you were on cruise control on a highway. At other times, more like a long, slow slog up the mountain in first gear. But the accomplishments of life consist of such chapters. As you look back on your time at South Dearborn, remember that through the easy and the hard times, you persevered. Be proud of that and continue to persevere in the next chapters of your life, which will also be punctuated by 4-lane interstate highways and winding uphill grinds just the same. Tonight, as the sun sets over this campus at the conclusion of this ceremony, so will set the sun on this chapter of your life. Tomorrow morning, the next chapter of your life dawns. First, celebrate. Then, embrace that next chapter, knowing that this one has prepared you well for what is to come. As we begin this evening, We ask your cooperation in maintaining a dignified event worthy of the hard work of the class of 2023. Please remain seated during the program, refrain from any use of noise-making devices or anything else that would detract from the ceremony for others. Each student will be photographed receiving their diploma, and a professional version thereof will be made available. At this time, please welcome and congratulate the salutatorian of the class of 2023, Lily Davis.
Good evening, and thank you for coming tonight to celebrate the class of 2023. Thank you to everyone who made it possible for me to be here tonight as the class salutatorian, my fellow classmates, friends, teachers, family, and the rest of the staff here at South Dearborn. I am forever grateful for everyone's support, encouragement, and motivation. All of your childhood, you were looking forward to the moment you can be a high school senior to graduate. You can't wait to have seniority, even if our class didn't have much of it. Sit in the front of the student sections and move on to the next part of your life. Every year, you think about how much closer you are to graduating. Well, we are here. This is it. Senior year's over, and for me, it still doesn't seem real. All of our lives, we are asked what we want to be when we grow up. Personally, my answer has changed from, at first, a famous singer, to a nurse, and now a CPA. It can be very stressful trying to make such a huge decision of what you want to do for the rest of your life at a young age. And if you're anything like me, once you choose a path, you continue to question your choice. If you choose a path in life and later decide it's not for you, oh well, it's okay. Change course and try something else. Do not let others' opinions of you inhibit what you want to accomplish in life. All throughout your life, people are going to comment on everything you do. Sometimes it will be positive, and others it may be negative, because let's face it, people can be mean, and after experiencing high school, we know that. How we respond to these comments in different situations demonstrates the kind of person we are. No matter how any argument or situation may end, always remember to try to stay positive and be kind. Life is difficult for everyone, and you never know what someone may be going through. Throughout high school, many different words have been used to describe me. I've been called lazy at times, told I think I can go farther or do more than I'm capable of, and I've been called a tryhard. To all of you sitting out there recalling a time you remember calling me a tryhard, don't feel bad. All I have to say is thank you for the reminder that I'm doing my best. Because as Michael Jordan said, I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Everyone will fail. If you try new things, you are going to fail. This year, I had the courage to try a new sport after persuasion from a coach and a deal with a friend. I was told I had the potential to be good because I was tall, had a wide wingspan, and some strength. I was so good that I was a senior traveling around with the JV team. Now, even if I may have been, let's just say, not the best, previous me would have never done that. Put yourself out there. What matters isn't that you failed, but what you learned from that experience. If I could offer one last piece of advice, I would encourage you to create a supportive environment for those around you. Try new things, do your best, be supportive of others, and whatever you do not let others' opinions of you inhibit what you want to accomplish in life. Have the courage to be who you want to be, not who others around you think you can or should be. We, as the graduating class of 2023, have the potential to accomplish great things and be successful in all that we do. If we can survive virtual school freshman year, for some of us, Doc Sal's chemistry class or calculus, we can do whatever we put our minds to. Thank you, and as Mr. Karasik always says, have a great day, don't get lost, and enjoy life.
Now it is my privilege to welcome and congratulate the student who has earned the top rank in the class of 2023, valedictorian Ava Slayback.
Well, class of 2023, we finally made it, but I know we would not be here tonight without the support from family, friends, and the amazing staff we have here at South Dearborn. On a personal note, I would like to thank my mother for keeping me full of ambition and showing me how to be driven to meet any goal I may have in my life. I love you, Mom. Now I would like to reflect on the 4 years we have had here at South Dearborn. Coming into freshman year, we were all ready for a new beginning. Well, until COVID hit. Then we had 2 months of online learning. Going into sophomore year, we were all hoping for a normal year, but our peers were getting quarantined left and right. It felt like time flew by when junior year came, but we did manage to get a somewhat full year, with only a few quarantines every now and then. But before we knew it, we were going into our senior year, and I'm sure many of you can agree with me that it came far too quickly. However, after tonight, we all begin a new chapter. Many of us here will go to college, while others go into a trade, or maybe you have no idea what you're going to do after tonight. But I want you all to know that whatever you put effort into will help you accomplish any goal you may have in life. One quote I would like to share tonight by Morgan Wallen is, "You never know the plan. You never know what is going to happen. We are not even promised tomorrow. Try to focus on one day at a time." With that being said, I want to encourage you all to live every day like you have no tomorrow. And along the way, ensure to get out of your comfort zone, because that is when you truly build on your character and overall being. Now, if you would have told me during my freshman year that I would be up here talking tonight, I definitely would have panicked. But throughout high school, I have grown to be who I am today. After tonight, we all enter a new beginning, and I know that you all will be beyond prepared for whatever life may throw at you. And at the end of the day, always remember the meaning of the verse Jeremiah 29:11. God has a great plan for you. Thank you.
At this time, I would ask that the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Eric Lowe's, join me at the podium. Mr. Lowe's, these students seated before me have met all the requirements set forth by the Indiana Department of Education and the South Dearborn Community School Corporation Board of Trustees. It is my honor to present to you the class of 2023.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration of South Dearborn High School and by the authority of the Board of Education and the state of Indiana, I am prepared to authorize and confer upon each of you your respective high school diplomas.
Class of 2023, it's now time to receive your diplomas. Mr. Borntrager and Mr. Woolston will help escort you to and from your seat. Seniors, we begin on my left. Will the first row please rise and approach the stage to receive your diplomas? Ava Claire Slayback. Lily Catherine Davis. Jacob Evan Doherty. Macy Jean Tiki. Kirsten Danielle Dixon. Grace Ann Stout. Kylie Alexis Ashcraft. Shelby Elizabeth Ashcraft. Mark Allen Xander Farmer Bailey. Austin Michael Ballard. Austin Michael Baxter. Isabella Ann Marie Bear. Zoe Michelle Beckelheimer. Hallie Dale Berry. Hunter Martin Booth. Haley Ryan Brashears. Ariana Nicole Brown. Christian Diane Brown. Adam Michael Bruner. Maxwell William Russell Berger. Brianna Ryan Burke. Jayla McKaylee Cameron. Mahala Cherokee Rose Cantwell. Corbin Edward Cassidy. Logan Richard Cavalier. Emma Nicole Sassine. Jackson Ray Chipman. Isabella Joe Coffey. Kendra K. Collins. Corey Rose Cornett. Nicole K. Cox. Thomas Edward Detmer. Tiana Michelle Dick. Michaela Riley Marie Dickerson. Paige Rianne Dobson. Sage Isabella Dolan. Gage Edward Fenton. Emma Rose Ferguson. Madison Riley Finnegan. Braden John Foist. Hayden Lee Fox. Matthew Lee Fusen. Adam Joshua Gaynor. Coy Gaspard. Keegan Shane Goodpaster. Caden Connor Gump. Jason Andrew Hale. Savannah Lynn Hankins. Logan Robert Hickey. Michaela Diet Hilton Beidel. Grant Alexander Holloway. Austin Joseph Hoskins. Clovis Eli Hudnall. Rebecca Ann Hughes. Layla McKay Hunt. Alexandria Lillian Page Hilton. Trevor Dale Jackson. Gabrielle Marie Jones Rollette. Troy Brendan Kernan. Ashton Scott Kittle. Jake Anthony Charles Kittle. Emma Dawn Kokert. Cohen Michael Lang. Natalia Marie Leffler. Dana Benjamin Lewis. Jordan Renee Lusby. Okay. Him. She's good. Kaylee Elizabeth Marsh. Kendall Olivia McAllister. John Killian McClanahan. Brecken Cole McCreary. Lauren Elizabeth McHenry. Colby Wayne McVeigh. Cecil Moon Meadows. Candace Elizabeth Mingadone. Brooklyn Marie Mitchell. Hannah Jo Moorhead. James Bastion Murray. Joshua William Murray. Kendall Ann Nail. Olivia Ryan Nicolaides. Hayden Richard Knoll. Logan Joseph Oles. Olivia Jane Percival. Austin Blaine Pitts. Jacob Thomas Post. Dakota Jimmy Lee Probst. Andrew Wade Arthur Pruitt. Reagan Kathleen Piles. Sarah Elizabeth Ramey. Ashlyn Grace Ramsey. Emily Ray Ramsey. Brady James Roberts. Sage Ryan Rogers. Jaden K. Ross. Natalie Ann Rupp. Isabel Jane Sampson. Brandon Anthony Sassaman. Caitlin Marie Satchwell. Caleb James Satchwell. Stephanie Patricia Scharf. Emma Marie Seaver. Brashay Snow Seacrest. Andrew Wayne Shooter. Jesse Lee Sizemore. Caden Michael Smith. Alexander Thomas Spears. Emma Louise Speringer. Gavin Joseph Stow. Adam Michael Strassmeyer. Margaret Diane Tagg. Peyton William Tandy. Dylan James Taylor. Cadence Ray Dean Taylor. Joshua Allen Terrell. Logan Howard Tees. Quentin Anthony Tibbs. Anastasia Evgenia Tikhanovich. Malia Michael Todd. Abby Joe Tony. Nathaniel Lee Ulrich. Avery Caroline Van Winkle. Micaiah Michelle Varney. Brooklyn Faith Ward. Caden John Weichold. Zachary Ryan White. Emma Ray Witt. James Ryan Willoughby. Madison Elizabeth William. Aubrey May Young. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Dearborn High School class of 2023. We have one more step to take to make these students graduates. Before we do that, we ask that everyone in the audience remain in your place until the students have had a chance to recess out up the hill and toward the parking lot. Class of 2023, please rise. Having received your diploma, it is now time to turn the page and turn your tassel from the right to the left. You are now graduates of South Dearborn High School. Congratulations, you've earned it.
Okay, yeah.